Welcome to another Give SI nonprofit spotlight. Right now we're talking about Kre8ive. I'm Mark Kiesling, and I'm joined by Tim Robinson from Kre8ive. And Tim, will you introduce our guest here at your side?
Yes, absolutely. With us today is Holden Westbury. Holden's one of the kids who have come through Kre8ive.
Yeah, and so you've been through Kre8ive, and we're going to talk to you about some of your experience there. But first, Tim, can you just tell us what Kre8ive is, what it does, how it helps students in our community?
Yeah. Kre8ive is a not-for-profit organization. We give opportunities to kids K through 12. Mm-hmm. And we offer, primarily what we focus on, Mark, is big Broadway experience type shows. We offer full shows twice a year to our kids. They're full orchestra, full sets and costumes and lights and all those things. And the kids go through a full rehearsal process and learn character and dance and their lines and music and all that stuff. So we give them a big experience, and we draw kids from about 8 counties, up to 8 counties. We've drawn kids from, and we have. Our first year, I remember we had 85 kids in our very first show, and we grew every year for about 5 years. And then we decided we were doing one show a year.
So, Holden, you've been involved in Kre8ive for how long?
I've been involved since they did Willy Wonka. I don't remember the exact year. I think that was probably about 2016, 2017? 18, okay. Yeah. So that would be about 7 years now. And I'm 17, so since I was about 9 or 10, and I've just loved it every minute of it. It's been my favorite, out of school activity and my favorite space to go. There's so many amazing people in there, and it just gives a wonderful opportunity for people like me, and just a space where everybody can find their passion for theater. And it's wonderful.
Holden's what we call a triple threat. He can dance and sing and act, does it all.
So you have people like Holden who can do all those things.
Yep.
I'm sure, having been in theater in high school and in college, for everybody who's on stage, there has to be a large group of people behind the scenes also helping with that. So do you have students who are doing roles behind the scenes as well as on stage?
We do have some. Primarily, kids want to be on stage, but we do have some kids who want to help backstage in the wings, with moving sets during the show and those kinds of things. And some kids have wanted to help with costumes and building sets, painting, and those kinds of things. And we've even had high school kids in our orchestra. We have a professional orchestra, from all local here. But we have had some high school kids who have been in our orchestra as well. So if they're interested, we've had some who've been interested in shadowing our stage manager. We've been talking about, making that happen. That's a first for us. So we have kids interested in all areas, and we want to support that. Helping with makeup and things like that. We've had it all, yeah.
So I know it takes a lot of people to pull this off, whenever you do a production. So is that mostly volunteer, all volunteer? How does that work?
It really is. We do have a production team that we pay a little bit of money to. It's not, they're still volunteering, a lot of their time too. But all the board are volunteers, and we have parents who jump in and volunteer as well. Yes, you're right. It does. It takes an army of people to put this on.
Yeah, and you're doing 2 a year, so
yes.
So what kind of commitment is that with your time when you're involved in one of these productions, Holden?
It's usually a couple days a week. Usually we do 2 night practices a week, and on Saturday there'll be a morning practice. And when you get the first schedule, it can look like it's a giant commitment, but really it flies by, and there's not a minute of it that feels wasted or spent in the wrong way. And I don't think there's many kids who I have been around, like my friends and people that just I know through doing it, who would say that it's a major, sucks all the time and is too much for them. It's really well scheduled, and we do a great job of making sure that everyone's time is spent wisely. But it's usually after school and on weekends.
Okay.
And a lot of our kids do so many things. They're in their high school shows.
Yes.
They're in the Kre8ive shows, and Art Starts is one of our sister companies around in the area, and they're doing a lot of things. And so we're aware of that, and we make space for all of that, whatever. Or they're into sports, and so they're trying to do all they can to grow and figure out, who they are and what they want to do.
Yeah. And so what age group is involved with creative?
K through 12.
Okay.
We got to the point where we, in our shows that we do at the Marion Civic Center, it's usually third grade and up in September, what we call our all show. And then sixth grade and up for our February show is usually our older kids show. Then we have an audition 101 class in the spring that we offer to anybody, all ages. And it's really, we involve the parents in that because we've gotten a lot of feedback where parents really they want to know what they can do to help their kid. And so we bring parents and kids in and we do a 101 audition. And in the spring, we just started our first inaugural summer camp, a little creative summer camp. And that's for K through 3. I think we went K through 4, actually, is what we went there. Yeah. So we're trying to encompass everybody.
Okay. So, Tim, what are you hoping that these students take away from this experience once they get involved with creative?
Really hoping that they take away what people talk about sports all the time. Oh, you learn leadership and teamwork and all. Yeah. They're learning all that here.
Yeah.
They're learning to work together. They're learning to prepare for an audition. They're learning to accept a role and be a part of a team, a bigger picture beyond themselves. And they're learning confidence and a skill. There's a lot of skill that goes into this. And so they're learning to hone those things. And many of our kids have designs on something for the future within the performing arts, and many don't. But it can serve them well. And theater kids are the best. They adapt well, and they're very creative thinkers, and they do really well whatever they choose to do.
Yeah. What are some skills that you've taken away from this?
Leadership skills. As I've gotten older and I've gotten to work with some of the younger kids who are coming in, that's one of my favorite parts of it now is I get to see people who I've known forever grow up with me, and we've all taken these spots of people that we looked up to when we were younger, the seniors and juniors of high school that when we were little kids, we thought, oh, they're amazing. We could never be like them. But those people mentored us, and now we are them, and we get to mentor the next generation of kids. And beyond that, it's a community for people who may not have a community at school or people who may not have even the best home life. People can come here and find their own space and find people who will really care and love for them. And I think everybody just has great community skills, and it builds a lot of really good character in the people. I don't know a single person that I would say that has done these shows and I'd say, oh, they're not really a great person. Everybody that does theater, and especially growing up in community theater, everybody cares for one another. And I think that's super important to have your own space.
Yes, I agree. So what's the next show?
You want to tell them?
We're doing Guys and Dolls, which is just going to be a blast.
Yes. It's January 30th through February 1st at the Marion Civic Center. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, looking forward to it. And if people are giving to the Give SI campaign and they are considering creative, how does that money help?
We have a building that was given to us by this Teen Town and HIT over in Harem whenever they dissolved. They're non-for-profit. And so that was transferred to us. And we have building costs. Got a new roof we're working on. And we're looking to expand some space for storage. We need some space for our sets are huge. And we have a new space right now, but we've already outgrown it.
Oh, wow.
So we're looking for space for that, along with opportunity. We really want to do more education. We do a little bit of some classes every once in a while. And so we really love to focus on education. So I would say that's where that money's going to go.
Okay. Well, Tim and Holden, thank you for being here with us and sharing the story about Creative. And if you want to get creative with your donation, why not consider Creative? For more information on this group and many others that we're helping throughout Southern Illinois, you can go to givesi.org and you can start giving right now. Remember, Give SI for good forever for Southern Illinois.
Give SI is made possible by Oasis. We More Better. Video services provided by ManVoice. Additional funding for Give SI is made possible by these sponsors.